What does Sounds Good podcast really mean?
Music that makes you move?
Or stories that make you feel?
Or ideas that only sound good on paper until we challenge them?
I am Abhishek,
And I'm Hannah.
and this is
Sounds
Sounds Good.
good. I'm always wondering why so many people sign up to the gym as of the 2nd of January of each year, only to drop out at the end of Feb. That's the kind of New Year resolutions that we as human beings make every year. We want to be better, we want to be smarter, we want to achieve so many goals. As a result, we end up at the end of the year looking back, frustrated, disappointed about our own expectations. That's one of the reasons why at the beginning of 2025, I dropped New Year resolutions. Instead, I am embracing an intentional living. For me, what was super important when 2025 started is that I wanted to make sure that whatever I do or the people I spend time with during 2025 is aligned with my values, is aligned with my purpose, and is aligned with my level of energy. So when 2025 started, I started more and more saying no to meet up and going out all the time, saying no to spend time with people that drain my energy, and saying no to my mind when my body wants to slow down. And I have to say, with the latest, I'm still struggling. But I'm trying to be patient and I'm trying to listen more and more to my body.
Mhm.
What about you, Abhishek?
Before I move on, I just have one question. So, do you still believe in networking when you start saying no to people?
I still believe in networking and I love networking. And don't get me wrong, Abhishek, I'm a people lover. The thing is that I used to go out almost every evening
Mm-hmm.
and I used to have multiple networking meeting per week. But then what I realized is that the quality should be a priority versus the quantity.
Mm-hmm.
So I started more preserving and protecting my energy. And maybe it's a kind of a midlife crisis as well. My body is slower than when it used to. So now I'm trying to protect some of the time, some more me time during my week to recharge, to unwind, to relax, and then being more intentional about the networking meeting I'm attending, being more intentional with the people I spend time with, and being more intentional about the level of energy I am consuming versus the level of energy that I am taking. And I'm prioritizing activities that give, even if I take energy or I give energy, that also gives me some energy back. That's what I'm trying to learn. I'm still in the process and a journey, but I'm super proud that in 2025 I got this self realization and I'm more and more taking care of myself.
As you rightly mentioned, for me also, I start looking at things that bring more joy to me. And I realized that reading books, writing creative stuff, uh, making these kind of podcasts bring more happiness. So I started doing it more. And stuff which doesn't make me feel good, even in terms of reading news, for example. I stopped reading news this year. I don't read anymore any newspaper. And I felt that I am not left behind in any ways. I stopped doing or watching YouTube videos for the time being. And I felt that I learn far more from books than YouTube. So That's how I have just rewired some of the aspects in 2025. But one fascinating stuff that I have figured out this year, and this I have read in Benjamin Franklin autobiography. What he mentioned is if you turn to be a perfectionist in every walk of life, whether eating, health wise, in your behavior, in your career, business, everything, then your relationships fades away, because you might have a friend who loves you because you love drinking with him or her. uh, you might have a cousin who loves to go out for dinner and eat unhealthy stuff with you, and he has written this 100 years back, and I'm still thinking whether improving oneself year after year fades relationships in some way, or we should still keep some sense of untidiness, unhealthy behavior in place, so that our existing relationships stay afloat. What's your thought on this?
It's a very deep topic, Abhishek, and I've also looked a lot at this, and I want to share something about the saying yes to ourselves and no to others versus keeping relationships. On one side, I totally agree with you that when we seek for perfection, we might lose a lot of people around us because there are a lot of things that we don't do anymore, or maybe we become too demanding and expecting a lot from the people in our surrounding to follow our standard, even if it's not theirs. On the other hand, what I realize, especially when it comes to relationships, I mean, I'm not talking about the immediate family because we don't choose them and they are there. But what I also realized in 2025 is that it's important to pick wisely the people that surround us. And especially, I mean, by now we know that you and me, we are a growth mindset people and we like to grow every year and improve stuff. Some people are with a fixed mindset. And when it comes to surrounding ourselves with the very close friends or the partners, if we are growth mindset oriented and they are fixed mindset, it will not work out. So what is fading away, it's not because we are perfecting. What is fading away is a natural flow of people not being aligned in the future because we are growing and they are not. So this is one aspect I really realized. On the other hand, what I realized is that the people that truly care for you, you will not lose them because you are saying no to a few things, because you are just creating boundaries. And if they really care for you, they will respect your boundaries and they will stay no matter what. So I have a deep feeling that the people that will go away from our life because we are saying no more often are the ones that they were not meant to be there in the first place.
Mhm. Okay. And the other point is, what is intentional living for you in 2026?
Yes. That's exactly the thing about the intentional living is that I dropped the New Year resolution. So right now, I don't want to define 2026 yet. Intentional living comes also with taking life as it unfolds. Having big sense of purpose and direction is one thing, but also being open to the little things. Another motto in 2026 is having more a self introspection journey that I started and focusing a bit more on myself. And again, don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that I don't want to focus on people, but I realized in my life that I gave so much priority to others. So 2026 for me would be the year of the balance between my needs and other people needs in within my life. So this is something I definitely see in 2026. I see also myself speaking more and more, even more than now. And I'm also writing more and more. I don't know if a book will come in 2026, no new resolutions, but I love writing and I would like to give myself more space in 2026 to write more and more. That's the motto, not the resolutions, but that would be the motto I would see for myself in 2026, and keep a door open for what can unfold that today maybe I even have no sight of it. And what about you, Abhishek?
For me, one thing that I definitely would like to do in 2026 is incorporate the learnings I had from the different books in 2026. Because over the years, I have read books from every genre, whether it's philosophy, finance, health, fiction, non fiction. I have notes in place, but at times I feel that not everything, or even to a large extent, I'm not able to incorporate those sayings, learnings in my day to day life. And I definitely would like to have them in my day to day life and see if it completely transform me or not. And then the other aspect I would like to work on is to see if I could be more in the creative space, whether it's writing, whether it's a recording podcast, whether it's building some new products, and also make sure that what level can be achieved in each one of them. One more aspect that I would like to work is to learn a bit of an instrument, because
Wow.
that's a long desire that I have, but I've never able to fulfill it to a great extent. I could play a little bit of say ukulele, some form of guitar, but I still want to learn a bit more in 2026. So nothing great, but I'm more looking from the point of view of my inner child that always want to do something but never was able to achieve. And all these desires, once that get fulfilled, who knows? In by the end of 2026, I again have another big list that I want to achieve in 2027.
But what I really liked in what you said is that our inner child has some dreams, and some dreams we made them true, some dreams are still dormant. And this is could be a very nice intention, whether for 2026 or even the coming years, to tap into our dormant dreams and see which one we can make them true. If it's not this year, then the following year, and being more intentional about making those dreams true. What can we wish to our listeners? What can we wish you for this new year of life, 2026, or even the coming years, or every day? What would be your last message to our listeners in this special episode, Abhishek?
Yeah, my last message would be pretty simple, is try to figure out small stuff that brings happiness in your life, and try to make them as part of your day-to-day work or day-to-day life. Because many a times in the past I have made resolution, even when I have fulfilled those, I was not happy. And it's important to just have certain things that even remains unfinished, you are still happy.
Is being happy not the best intention of the world? Because we are all aiming for happiness, Abhishek. And for this, we wish you, our listeners, to be happy, to be healthy for 2026. On my side, don't forget that every day can be a new beginning. Don't always wait for the start of the year or the end of the year to make resolution or intentions or goals. Choose the things that gives you joy, and we wish you all the best. From Abhishek and I, through our podcast Sounds Good. See you and we hear you in our next episode. All the best.
Sounds Good podcast is on YouTube and Spotify.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Spotify for more episodes.
Because it
Sounds good.